Hello, it's Chaplin73. Welcome back to another interview today. I've got Darren with me. Hello, Darren.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm going to have a chat with Darren and find out a bit more about who he is, what he does, and where he's based, and all the stuff to do with what he gets up to. So we'll just fire on with the first question, if you like, Darren. Who are you? What do you do? Where are you based?
I'm Darren, Maine, from Margate. I come from London, really, but yeah, been here longer than I've been in London, so maybe I'm from Margate. I sort of do art, I suppose. Yeah, bit of everything. I've always been creative, so yeah, I run a gallery as well.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
And the gallery's in Margate. What's the gallery called?
Yeah. I'm in an indoor market. It's a nice little space. Been there for just over a year now.
What's the name of the gallery?
It's called Overdrawn Days, mate. It's we used to be called Artifacts when we first opened, and then obviously the lockdown happened in March, took us out of the way for like 3 months. And I moved from one premises in the building to another, and I thought might as well have a name change because, well, it's a new thing then again, wasn't it? So, we're called Overdrawn Days now.
Ideal, with the money and stuff.
It's like so a play on words.
Yeah, tell me a bit more about the For the Love of Money art group. Where did the idea come from? And did you expect it to end up as it is?
No, not really. It was like a drunken conversation one night on Messenger with a few friends, like Mr. C, Lewis Bannister, Lusky and Chris Boyle. I just found it. They'd all been doing it for ages, but you couldn't find it unless you knew where, you knew what you were looking for. So I thought it'd be nice to put it all together in one place. Just so people could see it. I mean, I still get people coming here and going, what the bloody hell? Is this a thing? You know what I mean? It's like, and then you explain that we've been to Saatchi and stuff, and I don't know, it obviously is a thing.
I mean, I'd not come across it before I saw your group on Facebook, to be honest. I'd seen a few bits by a few of the artists that you mentioned, but I just thought it was just something they did sort of like alongside other stuff, but I didn't realise it was a thing, in itself, so to speak.
There's like people making proper livings out of it. It's odd. I quite like it because
I know Lusky's done a few books full of it all.
I think it's up to number 8 or something already. It's 100 in each. So there's definitely a call for it. I think people like it because it's, I don't know, anti-everything, really, I suppose. It's like you can use the canvas as like against the government. Money buys guns, money buys drugs. It's never ending, mate. You could turn it and use it for whatever connotation you want.
Well, most things come back to money, don't they?
Yeah. It's the root of all evil, isn't it, really?
But it's also the key to all success too, It's...
You need it to get along, but it's nice to draw on it if you can.
Definitely. I have noticed that there's quite a lot that are done on dollar bills. Is it a bigger thing in America than it is elsewhere in the world, or?
I think the dollar bill is just because it's a really good canvas. Basically, it's got a really good cotton content. They last forever. I mean, I've got some at the minute that are like 2018, 2005. I think my oldest one is, and you can still see everything on it.
Wow.
They're made to last, aren't they? Really, money. But the dollar is the better paper content. It's thicker. You can do pretty much anything you want to it without it coming through, bleeding through, if you know what I mean.
So who or what influenced your art that you do?
My art? I suppose since I started in my new art direction with money art, the friends I've made along the way. Like Sasova's been invaluable, mate.
Yeah.
Just seeing other people's work
Mm-hmm.
and the support that you get. Do you know what I mean? Don't you? Because
Yeah.
are,
It's a great network. It is a great network.
Man. It's like people telling you that it's good. It's nice to have a bit of that. There's no haters,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much everybody does something different. And if you want to have a go at it, you can ask, and they'll explain. It's like a learning group, mate.
Yeah. I mean, I've dipped my toe into the money art, but
I've got one on the wall somewhere.
I think I sent a piece to you. I think it's there somewhere. But I've not done
a
lot of it.
There. It's up there underneath Rich RTC and Enemy.
Ideal.
Yeah.
But it isn't something I've gone back to, and it might be something I go back to at another time. But a lot of the stuff I do is paste up stuff rather than.
I believe I've put a few around in Margate at some point in
time. So, if you were giving advice to an artist who came up to you and said, "Darren, look, I'm quite young, I'm quite new to this. What's your advice? What advice would you give me? I want to be, I want to make a name for myself in the art world, or."
Have a go, mate. Basically, have a go. Try and find people around you that are into the same thing that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Pick their brains.
Yeah.
Mate, the amount of stuff I've learned about stencils by just asking the stencil artist. How'd you do that? You know what I mean? And it's nice because everybody's got time for you, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I could never have got where I am today with a lot of my things without asking the question how to do it at some point in time to somebody. And then giving me the advice to be able to do it like screen printing. I'd done it at school. I know Boo now. Boo does it really well. If ever I need to ask a question, it's the answer's there, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Find some people around you, like a support network, and just go for it.
Yeah, I think that's hugely important. I think that's something that I didn't do for a very, very long time. I've been dabbling with art since I was like a teenager, but only in the last few years have I found a group of like-minded people to pick the brains of.
It's like we've got out there in Sasova an encyclopedic knowledge of whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
All you've got to do is ask, man.
Definitely.
I've got time for anybody asking me a question. Mm-hmm. I love it.
No, that's sound advice, I think. If you could travel in time, which artist, living or dead, would you like to spend 24 hours with? I love asking people this question.
Yeah, no, I've actually had to have a bloody good think about this as well. All right, Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
At the forefront of everything and all his knowledge of everything. Invention, art, mate, just is the thing with the bloke. Mm-hmm. When he's worked out all of the units and cubes for everything and just made it like maths almost. Yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
And Italy back then would have been amazing, I would have thought.
It would definitely be an interesting 24 hours, I think.
Yes, yeah.
And I think you'd learn probably more in that 24 hours than you've probably learned in the last 10 years. It's like,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's bizarre. He was, I don't know, genius, wasn't he? I would have thought.
Yeah, absolutely. A very, very creative mind, constantly coming up with new ideas.
New idea. That's. I don't know. It's like me. I like to try everything different. You know.
Yeah.
Never take it on as a challenge. Just take it on as an adventure. It's the best way to look at it. And then at the end of it, if it all goes wrong, you go, oh well, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But don't ever not try.
Well, when you're being creative, there's no wrong, is there?
No, there is no wrong.
Might not work out the way you planned it, but it still works out some way, and you learn from it.
Mate, I've got a bit of work that I've been working on for like 3 years, and I still haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. It's, so brings us to the last question. What's in store for the future for you? Any projects that you've got ongoing that you'd like to share with us, or that you've got coming up that you'd like to share with us today?
Yeah, we got the tarot pack card in the group.
Yeah.
That's been, that's sort of like I put on the back burner again because of COVID. I think everybody else was a little bit too more interested in what was going on in the world. I've got about half of them at the minute. We're just kickstarting it back. I think Pengler's ready with his box now.
Ideal.
He was asking for a name for it the other day, so we've got to work out what we're going to call it as well. But there's all the UK collab stuff in the new year. Mm-hmm. Well, this year at some point in time. That, if it all comes to fruition, will be amazing. I believe I get to take my gallery there.
Right.
So
could you tell me a bit more about that? Or?
It's sort of like still all up in the air at the minute, right. But we went to view the venue. Mm-hmm. It's huge.
Yeah, I did see something about viewing the venue.
Yeah, it's massive, and if it actually all comes to fruition, it will be a very exciting time. Very exciting. But COVID again, and
I mean, I'm hoping to do a lot more collaboration work this year.
I love collaboration. We've got, I think the next book for the For the Love of Money art book, we got a new one in the offering. Mm-hmm. Starting to think about it, and would be maybe half and half of collaboration notes. Whereas like people send out notes that they've already done art on to another artist. And they'll add to it, and then that would be, say, half of the book, and then some new up-and-coming artists. That there's always new money artists. I just found some really good ones from like Venezuela and that.
Oh wow!
So there's lots of things, but slowly.
You just mentioned the book, and I just realised I actually skipped one of the questions. One of the questions was about the book, just so you could get to plug your book as well.
I happen to have one, I believe. Look, it's backwards though.
The question was, obviously recently you created that book. What did you learn from the experience?
Oh God, so much. Don't ever do it. No. Obviously, that's a lie because we're going to do another one. Think through it first. Mm-hmm. Always work out how much it might actually weigh and how big that it is. And find out what the postage costs properly. Apart from that, just go for it, man. It's taken a long time to build that book. Like over a year, and it should have come out, but obviously I had my father die and just life, mate, basically.
Sometimes life does throw a spanner in the works.
But it's out. We had 300 published, were printed. I think I'm looking at about 70 now, so it's done quite well. Yeah,
I still need to get mine. I will be ordering one soon.
You have to drop me your address, I'll send you one.
No worries. Okie dokie. Well, thank you very much for spending the time with me today.
That's quite all right, mate.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, as always. I feel I've learned a bit more about money art and what it is you actually do and what you're hoping to do. So good luck with it all. Good luck for the future. Hopefully we'll be out of lockdown soon and we'll be able to get on with our normal lives, as we say.
It'd be nice.
It would be novelty, wouldn't it?
We're going back to normal. I don't think I'll be able to handle it, to be fair. It's like, people!
It's been a pleasure talking to you, mate. You take care.
Darren.
You take care.
And you, man.
If you like what you've heard today, then by all means, please hit subscribe below and subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping to be interviewing quite a lot more artists over the coming year. So please subscribe, and then hopefully you'll get notifications of when my new videos come out. As usual, it's been a pleasure, and see you in the next video. Cheers.
See you later. Bye.